Hey everybody, happy Tuesday. I am so excited to do Let's Get Live today because I absolutely love when worlds collide and two things that you never think really are going to truly interact get to interact. And that is what I'm going to talk about today. So as you may or may not know, our winery is named after our dog Draco, who got his name after the constellation of dragons. But when we lost him, we put a Dracaena tree in his space. And so that Dracaena tree is a Dracaena Draco, and that is where the name comes from. And Dracaena Draco is known as a dragon tree. So the other day I was reading some articles online and I found this article in Epic Times that talked about dragon blood and how it's one of the most potent sources of antioxidants on the planet. And I was like, oh my God, here it is. Blow my mind, my two worlds coming together, my baby Draco and of course our winery. So without going too far down the rabbit hole of genetics, so I'm going to try to not make this so bad for you, but I absolutely adore genetics, right? So without going too far down the rabbit hole of genetics, our chromosomes contain regions that hold important information. And I promise this gets to wine, okay? So for example, chromosome number 4 is only responsible for 6.5% of all of our genetic material. And it's made up of about 1,000 genes. But one little itty bitty deletion on a portion of one of the arms leads to a disorder called Wolff-Hirschhorn syndrome. And this is characterized by halted growth, intellectual disabilities, facial abnormalities, and seizures. And this is an image of a poor little baby who has this disorder. So why we have aging, okay, is because we have these things called telomeres. So there's nothing we can do about it. We're all aging. Our cells are able to replicate, right? We're not born with all of the cells we're ever going to have. They continuously change. They continuously replicate through the process of mitosis. And each time they do this, a little bit of this chromosome is kind of sheared off, right? And that's the whole purpose of the telomere, is to protect the chromosome from getting damaged. So each time it divides, each time the cell goes through mitosis and it divides, this little portion of the telomere gets kind of frayed off. And over time, we run out of telomere, and that's what then allows that cell to be damaged, and it then often dies off. So factors that speed up the degradation include stress, chronic inflammation, chronic infection, some metallic chemicals, and ultraviolet light. And so whether naturally occurring or due to environmental influences, we have these things in our bodies called free radicals. And these are unstable molecules, and they add to the damage of our DNA, which increases the likelihood of us having diseases, okay? So this is where this wine aspect is going to come in. So we have antioxidants. And antioxidants are like the givers of our bodies, right? So free radicals get formed naturally. They actually get formed when we exercise, when we convert food to energy. All of these free radicals are swarming around in our body. Additional, if you're a cigarette smoker, that's going to add to it. We also, air pollution, sunlight, things that we can't change, okay, on a daily basis. These things all add to the free radicals. Now, this is where the antioxidants come in. So according to the National Institute of Health, antioxidants can either be man-made or naturally occurring, okay? And these are substances that can delay or prevent cell damage. And we can add antioxidants to our bodies through our diet, okay? And so when the amount of free radicals increase too much, we go through what is called oxidative stress. And this is what causes damage to our cells, to the DNA, and to the proteins. So our balance can be restored by antioxidants. And the way it works is that the antioxidants give up these electrons. So a free radical is unbalanced because it's looking for an electron. And antioxidants come in and they're like, here, have my electron, have my electron. It's a piece of cake. It doesn't bother me to give up that electron. So while the antioxidants give up the electrons, they are not damaged. But what they do is they lower that amount of free radicals in our body, and that allows us to remain a little bit healthier. So now here we go, back to wine. So wine contains antioxidants. And since antioxidants prevent coronary artery disease, which is the leading cause of heart attacks, it has been claimed that red wine is heart healthy. So the connection is not completely understood, but it's believed that the antioxidants in the red wine may increase HDLs. Those are the good cholesterol, while at the same time decreasing the LDLs, the low density lipids, which is the bad LDLs. Okay, so thereby they are helping that balance of good cholesterol versus low cholesterol, and that is what is going to help us remain heart healthy. The other thought is that antioxidants can actually, the antioxidants in wines, known as polyphenols, with resveratrol as the most particular, can also protect the lining of the blood vessels in the heart. So it's truly helpful. Now, here we go. Here's our connection. The dragon tree, its sap is called dragon's blood. Now, both red and white wine have antioxidants in it, has the resveratrol, but since the red wine is fermented on the skins longer, this is where it is found most potently. So since it's on the skins longer, red wine contains more antioxidants than the white wine. And now, according to this study that I read, which was published in Nutrition Journal, of the 3,100 foods, beverages, spices, herbs, and supplements that are used worldwide, dragon's blood contains the highest known antioxidants of all foods tested. So if you're into that concept of antioxidants and being heart healthy, go have a glass of red wine, enjoy it, but maybe look into dragon's blood. So the dragon's blood is the sap that's found inside the Draco tree. And if you look at it, it's like it's actual blood, which is why it's called dragon's blood. Okay? It has been used medicinally for centuries. Okay? There is mentions of dragon's blood with the Greeks, with the Romans, as well as being in the traditional Chinese medicine, Thai medicine, even African medicine. There is so much tradition of using dragon's blood to help the health, to help heal people. All right, so it is known to heal wounds. It is aiding in coagulation. It's an analgesic, and it cures various digestive issues as well as increasing circulation. So there is my worlds colliding. So here is our Dracaena Draco, which is where we have our name from. And that dragon blood is what is the highest source of antioxidants of over 3,100 foods, spices, beverages, everything that they've tested. You can get these antioxidants. So I suggest grabbing a glass of Dracaena wines, having a sip of our award-winning Cabernet Franc, and maybe grabbing some dragon's blood and seeing how those antioxidants work, right? The article is in the Nutrition Journal if you would like to read it. And I just think it's kind of cool that my two worlds collided. So I hope you enjoyed this Get Live with Dracaena. If you liked it, if you want to come back, by the way, you can make your own dragon blood. You can mix it with, to make a tincture, you can mix it with some alcohol. You can mix it with some shea butter or oils so that you can create your own things. Hi, Varanducci. Just check out Dragon's Blood, check out Dracaena, and check out the article in Nutrition Journal that talks about the antioxidants in the Dracaena Draco tree. So I hope you enjoyed it. Leave me a comment. Thank you for the hearts. Leave me a comment of what you would like me to talk about in the future, and anything winemaking, any questions you have. It'll be awesome to talk to you. Slancha.